Virgin.
Puts off my producer. Jude! Any lovely. He's had a shocking tournament.
Yeah.
I'm about to absolutely rip through this England team.
I'll be honest with you, I'll join you.
Just to let you know. Right, hello everybody. We're back. We've had a little bit of a hiatus, a little bit of a kind of a break, because these two have swanned off to Germany.
We have
for some filming and for some frivolity.
For living it up in the Euros, really, wasn't it? It was, I mean, it's Euro fever at the moment. This is probably what the majority of this episode is going to be about. But me and Tom went. I also went with Caden. It was great. It was great. You went as well, actually.
We've all been to the Euros. We've been planning kind of the Euros for quite a few months, and it's obviously come round. And how obviously you guys have been out. You've been doing a lot of filming. Obviously, you've had a look on the Instagram or the TikTok or the YouTube channel
or the Facebook,
or the Facebook Reels. How was it? I thought the atmosphere was amazing.
I think you were surprised, weren't you, with the amount of kind of atmosphere that there was, like, from the second we got there?
I've never been to anything like it before, and obviously you hear about major tournaments and it's obviously amazing and the atmosphere is great, but I think because it was Germany, and Germany's quite not central for every country, but it's in a good and it's a good footballing country. It's just been perfect for it, and I think it's been a huge success for Germany. I would say you mentioned about the transport coming out of Gelsenkirchen at Schalke Stadium was a bit difficult, but we obviously didn't really face too much when we did get public transport. Obviously we had a car, but when we did get public transport, it was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was all well run, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no like sort of hiccups or anything like that. But
I think I just really enjoyed walking down the street and seeing Hungarian fans and Switzerland fans and Italians and Albanians and
everyone was talking.
Everyone's talking. Lots of Scottish people.
Everyone was like giving it each other, but there was no trouble, at least when we were out there.
Yeah. Well, it was. Everyone was just getting along with everyone, which is exactly what you want, really, isn't it? We obviously went to the opening ceremony. It was Scotland versus Germany in Munich, and that was. I've forgotten what English people sounded like because that was we were just surrounded by Scots, weren't we?
Yeah.
And to be fair, the Scottish were amazing. They were so good to us.
Probably fans of the tournament.
Yeah, well, there's got to be something.
We were there.
Terrible.
I was there on the opening day, but I was in Dusseldorf, obviously quite far away,
yes.
and there were so many Scots with us. No, because obviously they were playing like 4 days later near us.
But in Cologne,
so many Scots.
I know
they were amazing.
They were amazing, and. They gave us. We didn't really experience much stick from them, did we? Like really at all, apart from the tram on the way to the Allianz.
Yes,
there was the Germans and the Scots, and we were in the middle of them. And
they were even singing it after the game as well on the way back. It's all they had going.
They were singing. Stand up if you hate England, and me and Tom were stood, so we both crouched down like that, and then everybody knew we were English, weren't we? We were going to start singing an England chant, and we thought, we better. But to be fair, they'd have probably loved it. Like looking back, if we'd have done it, they'd have probably just laughed because there was literally two of us, and everybody else was German and Scottish, and but that was great, and we met a few Scottish people that were really, really good to us on the trip, and sort of made some friends there. So I do think the Scots, like you say, have been the fans of the tournament. Obviously, they've won the national anthem off, haven't they? Because that Flower of Scotland is absolutely magic. But the whole trip, was great. It was we were very busy. We went to a load of different places. Like I say, met some amazing fans, interviewed some amazing fans, and it was a big success, really, wasn't it? I
was in France for the Euro 2016, so that was kind of the first tournament that a major tournament that I'd been to, and it wasn't anything like this in terms of the organisation, in terms of the fan parks set up.
Not as good, no.
No.
Oh, really?
I never felt like there was kind of the fans mixing as there were for Germany. I never felt like there was places to go. You could kind of go and watch the games. I just didn't feel like it was anything like as close to being set up well as this trip has. And like you said, kind of there's been no trouble. No. And I think it's just been. I think the society's moved on.
I was going to say the world's changed.
I think the world's changed a lot as well. Everyone's really tired.
Yeah.
No one can be causing trouble.
But that is the best way to be, like you say.
But I think if we get to the end of the tournament and it carries on like this, you've got to say it's one of the best organised tournaments.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, Germany's infrastructure, like the stadiums, they're ridiculous. Yeah. Like we went to the two stadiums that stand out for me is obviously the Rhein Energy Stadion, which is Cologne's. Like, it's a massive area
just
around
the whole
it.
grounds
It's
around
got like
it
a
are unbelievable.
massive grass field in front of it. Then behind it, there's loads of football goals. It's very different to English stadiums because the majority of English stadiums are like houses
just rammed in the middle of an estate
down the road, or you turn right and suddenly there's this big stadium. Whereas in Germany, it's like you're leading up to it type thing.
It's almost like a campus, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, like a university. It is literally like that, and like even the Allianz is outside of town by Leverkusen's ground. We drove past, that was outside, it had a football pitch next to it. They're all very well sort of designed and organised. But Dusseldorf Stadium as well.
Really
Dusseldorf
nice.
Stadium was like...
Stadium, really nice. I was, the England game that I was at was in Gelsenkirchen for the Schalke Stadium. 55,000 seater stadium. Just magnificent.
We didn't go to that one, did we? But was it around the area?
Yeah, exactly what you just described. Kind of just like out, just purpose built on its own.
But I think that's so much better.
And the stadium itself was just amazing.
Yeah, they are. Although speaking of the stadiums, the pitches haven't done great. Have you seen the pitches have been cutting up quite a lot?
The Portugal.
Everyone's slipping.
They have had the obvious storms over there. Though,
the weather's been up and down, hasn't it?
Like there was the one game that got postponed last week, wasn't there?
Yeah, who was that?
Germany, Denmark.
Yes, yeah, round of 16, wasn't it?
And then obviously we've had the football prizes private jet.
Again, a huge success.
And obviously you and Caden, who's over there. Hi, Caden.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Oh, is mic on?
Mic's on. Mic's on. I've nicked Ashes since he's not here.
Sorry, I just sprung that on you there.
Addressed it again.
We haven't addressed it.
We'll speak about the private jet. Ash, you can... We'll worry about you later,
We're
mate.
a man down. We'll come back to
He's been replaced by Gareth. What a downgrade.
But yeah, the private jet, was brilliant, wasn't it, Caden? We got to meet loads of the community. We got to have a laugh. Sort of. There's another fine.
Sorry.
Early yellow card. Thank you, Bill.
1 week is all I ask.
It was great to put faces to names, wasn't it? Because obviously we see them all on the live draws through Facebook, and some of them have profile pictures, some of them don't. Shout out to Thorpe, who literally only set up a Facebook account to watch the football prizes live draws.
Yeah. Just for those that don't know, we who kind of don't follow football prizes, we did a competition where we hired a football prizes private jet with 30 people to go out to Germany to watch England against Slovenia for 3 days, and obviously Jack and Caden were the representatives for football prizes. But yeah, no, it was nice to put kind of faces to names and
meet everyone, because we have on the live draws, we have a bit of banter with them, but it's through a screen, so you feel like you know them, but you really don't, do we? So and obviously you talk to them more than sort of me and Caden would, but yeah, like I say, it was great to meet them all, to have a drink with them.
Alison made that Italy-Croatia game so much more exciting than it would have been.
Yeah, shout out to Alison Ostacini, because she was supporting Italy, and obviously when we were there it was Italy-Croatia, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and Italy scored in the last minute, and it was... what did she do when she went like that? She did the most Italian thing ever. She went Mamma Mia or something like that.
I think
honestly,
so.
And we were laughing our heads off. So yeah, it was a great trip, and then obviously we went and watched England Slovenia. Shame about the result, but I absolutely, and I think everybody on the trip did, the game was amazing. Like the atmosphere, Caden was very...
Not the game, but the stands.
Yes, the atmosphere. Yeah. Caden you were tired.
I was exhausted, mainly from the heat.
It was very, very hot.
There was 4 of us who were English, and then everyone else was Slovakian.
Slovenian, yeah. But
Slovenian.
We got pelters, didn't we?
We did.
But it was great. Again, that's what I mean. It was great. It was... we were
taking photos with us.
Yeah, and we were giving it them back, singing English chants. But yeah, being in the ground, it could have... like 0-0 didn't bother me, because one, we were through already, weren't we? And 2, like I was loving it. I got a right adrenaline rush from just chanting The Great Escape for about 25 minutes. Yeah. What else was we singing? Phoning's on Fire, the national anthem. I absolutely yelled. Caden's rolling his eyes behind the camera, but that's the first time I've ever sung a national anthem at like a major tournament.
It's nice.
It was absolutely amazing.
It was not good on the TV.
No, I can imagine.
Oh my god,
really
I can imagine. But have any of the games been good on the TV? Is the question?
Yeah.
England.
England.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Yeah, because the game that I was at for the Serbia game, the opening game, we had a really good half an hour, and I thought, here we go, we're settling into this tournament, and I think that's the only decent.
It was the first half hour.
First half an hour, the only decent we've had this one. Should we move on to England in general?
Yeah, let's do it. We're talking about it now, aren't we? I mean,
where do you start?
Been disappointing, hasn't it? It's the only positive is we're through. We're in the quarters. Is literally
the
genuinely the
fact
only
that we
positive.
are where we are is meant. We've topped the group on 5 points.
I know.
We haven't lost yet.
We haven't lost yet. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We topped the group on 5 points, right? And Ukraine went out of their group on 4 points.
Yeah,
We've beaten one
it's
team
been
out
a crazy tournament.
Out of the 4 teams we've played, we've beaten one of them in 90 minutes. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, we've not been good, have we? I don't know. I
think it got to the 95th minute against Slovakia in the last 16 game, and I'm just sat there going, this country is going to go mental.
Yeah,
you're almost waiting for them to put us out of our misery, weren't we?
I was exhausted from just watching how poor we were, and I was actually looking forward to Gary Neville, Ian Wright, and Keano ripping into the England. I was like, I can't wait to watch this.
I thought that the inquest is going to go on on. I thought Southgate's going to go that night.
He would have done, They've been like Iceland, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
worse than Iceland, I'd say.
Yeah, is that? I think so too.
I
was going to say
with the group of players that it is.
Not even just that. I think the 3 games preceding that game as well will make it worse than Iceland.
And also the fact that the 3 games preceding, like you say, before it, we all saw the problems. We all saw the same patterns of play. We all saw what was going wrong.
Speaking of that,
and he refused to
change
that. Like, you cannot see this getting any better for Switzerland. No. If we do go through, it's not going to be from a good performance.
No,
you just can't see.
He's going to play the exact same 11.
He's going to play the same 11. He's going to play the same system.
It's moments, isn't it? I've been watched the Rest is Football podcast.
I've been watching them quite.
Gary Lineker, Michael Richards, and Al Sheeran. They've been saying we're a moments team, which is quite sort of a regular occurrence in international football.
Yeah,
it's
especially
kind
in
of
tournament
moments
football,
because you don't have the time to have your sort of patterns of play and things like that. Exactly. Yeah. So it is more of a moments game in international football, but at the same time, you look at Spain, you look at
to be fair to you though, like take away Spain and Germany have played well this tournament.
Yeah. Austria,
best 2 teams.
But I'm talking about the big nations. Spain and Germany have played well this tournament. After that, every other team has had a similar tournament to England.
Yeah,
Holland,
you are right.
France, Portugal, Belgium, Italy. Like, none of the big teams have all been playing in the same way. I mean, France cannot score goals at the moment.
No.
Portugal cannot score goals at the moment. And I think we're in a similar boat. And I think maybe it's just the way international football has gone at the moment. Like, the teams like Romania, Austria, Georgia were very, very good. It wouldn't surprise me if one of these teams, like an Austria or like a Switzerland, ends up winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that.
It's the teams that have been set up the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is what we're not.
The best to like Switzerland can sit back, whereas the emphasis on France and on England and on Portugal and Italy is they have to take the game to the opposition. I think the teams where you can sit back and not have to take the game, they're looking really, really strong, looking a lot better.
A lot of the teams, which is a word that's been said in the whole Euros, balance. The teams that are doing well have got a great balance in the squad.
Yeah.
If you look at us, we don't. If you look at Portugal, do they really? Not really. You look at France, like you say, the balance of them defensively strong, going forward, not great. They're
France.
They've not been great in terms of name-wise, but it's the same with us.
Obviously,
we've got
the
Bellingham, Kane.
The draw's laughable, isn't it?
Yeah. How on earth we've done that as well?
It almost annoys me that he keeps getting these blimmin' draws.
It's insane.
But then also part of me thinks, if we play a better team, do we play better?
We can't play much worse.
No, well,
we can't play much worse.
I thought that for the Slovakia game, and then that's probably the worst we played.
Switzerland have been coming at teams with the high press every game they've played so far. Do they look at how we've been playing against teams with the low block and think,
maybe we should do that?
If Switzerland come at us with a high press, I think they are going to be in trouble. I think they're going to be in trouble. If they come with us a high press...
We play like a counter-attacking team.
Because I think that's kind of plays to our strengths a little
bit.
Yeah,
potentially.
But we have to be starting the likes of Gordon if we do, because...
But we won't.
He's not going to start.
It won't happen.
No.
It won't happen. So, yeah, I do agree with that to a certain extent. I think Luke Shaw, if he can come back, will be a big difference. I don't know if he will, but if he can,
Pickford was saying that he was ready to play.
Yeah, I've seen that, but it's obviously up to Southgate, isn't
it? Apart from Gay, has there been any player who you think can hold their head high?
Mainu,
I knew you were going to say that. To some respect,
in the game he played,
I think Mainu's been quite good.
I didn't think he was great the other night. I thought he was better in the first game.
I think he was better than Trent and Gallagher.
I agree. Yeah,
can we go back to Conor Gallagher as well?
It's like choosing between two. Yeah,
I did say Conor Gallagher was not at this level.
Yeah, listen, I agree, but
you didn't agree a few weeks ago.
I know, yeah. Well, I also quite respected Southgate, so my opinions changed on that.
No, I agree. Jude Bellingham, obviously a good player. That performance against Denmark, I think might be one of the worst performances I've ever seen from an England player in the history of English football. That was absolutely disgraceful. He was so poor. If he didn't have the reputation he had, I'd never want to see him play for England again. And I think he's got away with this a little bit.
He's almost undroppable, isn't he? Because of what he's done this season, and then obviously big moments and big players. But
and then he goes.
It's the quality he does hold, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're right. He does so much unnecessary running,
and he's giving the ball away.
I know he does.
Just giving the ball away.
That's because he's doing all this unnecessary running, so he's knackered. Yeah. So by the time he gets the ball, he doesn't look after it. And I get he's 21 and he wants to. He's a passion merchant, isn't he? He loves getting a crowd.
He thinks he's amazing.
He does.
And obviously, he rates and backs himself. Is a better way.
And I love the arrogance, but then also like I said to you, I think I told you or one of my mates on Sunday when he scored that goal. Obviously, it was amazing, but he was going, who else? Who else? And I was kind of like, yeah, to a certain extent, fair play, but also, you have been terrible. You have been terrible. Like, I know big games, big moments, big players. I get that, and you've pretty much sent us through to the next round. And if we go on to win it, you look back at this game and go, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have won it. That was
the turning point.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, and I know he's got a bit of stick from the press, but rightly so.
He's been terrible. Like I try and look at these players, like when like Ricky Lambert gets a cap, or Patrick Bamford gets a cap, or Francis Jeffers. These players that come in that aren't good enough at this level, but they come and get a cap. They come on the pitch and they work the socks off and they got a cap that they're playing for England. I'm trying to think of a worse performance that I've ever seen in my life than Jude Bellingham's against Denmark. Like
Harry Kane against Slovakia. I know he scored, but my God.
Harry Kane has been really poor this tournament.
He could have had a hat-trick, couldn't he?
Really poor this tournament.
It's been awful.
Ollie Watkins came on for 10 minutes and he really put himself about.
And
Tony looked really good against Slovakia when he came on. I mean, to bring Tony on, Tony, obviously, I know you've probably both seen that Tony blocked the defender off, didn't he, for Bellingham's bicycle kick. Yeah, but that's what he did in 1 minute. But Gareth Southgate had no idea that was going to happen. No. To bring him on with a minute to go, Gareth Southgate has really not come out well at this tournament.
I'm certain he thought it was 1-1 and it was going penalties. And that's why I brought Tony on.
I think
because he just thought, this might go penalties, I'm going to have to. We didn't realise we were actually 1-0 down.
I think he is the only manager in world football that would have waited as long as he did to make changes.
I don't get that. I don't get the subs situation. Like, fair enough in playing his way. Fair enough to a certain extent. I don't agree with it. But to not even want to change it,
he's so
how stubborn and arrogant. And listen, and we've won, but he cannot take any sort of credit for that.
I'm watching the 95th minute and I'm going,
honestly,
we're going out here. Like,
I was sat watching it at a bar, and I was just like, I can't wait for this to be over, because I had no expectations. The first one in a long time, I've had no expectations going into it. Thought we'll do okay, we won't get far, but I just thought we would get further than the round 16, and to go out to Slovakia, no offence to,
and fully deserved as well.
Yeah, they were superb.
It got to the point where when Kane scored and we were 2-1 up, I literally turned to my wife watching the game. I literally went, I feel a bit sorry for Slovakia.
I know
here.
You do.
How bad is that? Got to feel a bit sorry for them here because they've been robbed here a little bit.
And thank God as well, by the way, the striker didn't go down on when he scored, because if he'd have gone down, Gay would have been sent off and they'd have had a penalty, and then it would have been good night Vienna, wouldn't it? So that is a good thing. I mean, and like you say, Gay, he's been sort of the only shining light, really.
We've got to play without him next game.
I know, and we ain't got him.
I've watched a lot of tournaments, probably starting from like Euro 96 onwards, and this is the first tournament I've ever watched where I'm just not looking forward to the next game.
No,
I'm not looking forward to the Switzerland game. I'm not looking forward to what happens after that, and it's just a real kind of perverse way of kind of watching a tournament, really. Like
the last few tournaments we've been so positive, and because the way we've played as well has been so
you're
positive.
Up for it, aren't you?
And I'd say I'm excited for the first 10 minutes. Then, depending how we play in the first 10 minutes, then that sets the tone for the rest of the game.
We were very good in the first 10 minutes against Denmark. We got an early goal, and I thought, here we go.
But
we were very good in the first 10 minutes against Serbia. And actually, those two probably the best two performances. Yeah. And after that, the last two games, like, it's just been getting progressively worse.
Slovenia and Slovakia have been terrible.
The only kind of saving grace a little bit is Slovenia looked half decent against Portugal.
They did, yeah. And it kind of, the 0-0 that we got doesn't sort of look as bad.
Yeah.
Before we move on, I just want to touch on the Slovenia-Portugal game, because I can't believe Cristiano Ronaldo cried it off when he missed a penalty.
So I was working here when that went in, and I saw your message, so I kind of jumped on and kind of put the game on. But yeah, we kind of talked off camera to be crying while the game is still being played.
He's mental.
At 0-0.
And at the age of 39, right, and you're meant to be one of the best players to ever play the game, potentially the best, and you've got a team of players that realistically idolise him, look up to him. He's Mr. Portugal. Yeah, rightly so. But to do it at half time in extra time of a round of 16 game against Slovenia, like, it almost makes me feel like it probably was a bit fake, to be fair. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a bit fake in terms of...
Do you think to kind of knock in that penalty afterwards in the penalty shootout?
Yeah, that shows a bit of sort of minerals. I get that, but he almost saved it.
I think
it was a great penalty. It was a great penalty. He did almost save it, and part of me was kind of like, I'd absolutely love it.
I do think,
because if he's cried, what the hell is he going to do now?
Part of it is a selfish point of view as well, because I think he wants to
go out on a bang.
Yeah, he wants to break as many records as he wants.
He hasn't scored yet.
No, he hasn't. And last night the game was pretty much all about him. I'll be honest. He took every free kick.
And he was going for goal with every chance.
And he was like being so theatrical, and all the cameras were going to him, and he very much knew.
There was a part of me that wanted Slovenia to win that game, just because.
Sesko could have.
Sesko, I mean, what a miss that is.
But it's also a great save.
I think Diogo Costa.
He's hit that too early.
I think that could be one of the best individual performances of the tournament.
Yeah.
Save
every single penalty.
Unbelievable.
Again, poor penalties from Slovenia, but also the odds are in the favour of
the third one was poor. The first two were good saves, but I kind of want them to go out just because just Roberto Martinez.
Yeah,
again, just
I know.
Kind of looking at him and going like, "What?"
But then also, I think Portugal haven't been that bad in the group stages. I thought they were quite and they've got a great side, like you say.
Do you think Martinez is scared to take him off?
Yes.
I mean, whoever the previous manager was for Portugal, he didn't play him, did he? He was playing.
No, and they fell out.
Yeah.
Was he playing that Silva? Andre Silva, is it?
Or
the geezer from PSG?
Carlo
Ramos.
He was playing Ramos. Yeah, that's who he's playing by the end. He's bringing Ronaldo on.
But he hasn't done much this year, to be fair.
No, I know. And listen, also, you can't knock him for starting Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously. But leave the game before it leaves you, Cristiano, if you're watching.
If he's still getting started,
I know, but is he getting started because he's good enough, or is he getting started? Well, obviously he's good enough. I don't mean that. Is he getting started because it's him, or is he getting started?
Are there better Portugal nines that could be playing?
But could you change the system a little bit and fit in?
If he didn't
start, different way of playing.
I think the dressing room would
suffer
from it.
That's what I mean. But then also, I don't know. Obviously, I think he's amazing. But
what do you think of the tournament as a whole?
Standard.
I'll be honest. When Georgia qualified through the Nations League, I was one of those people that thought, I'm not sure about
Can't believe Georgia are in Euros.
And actually, I think what I listened to is it Willy Sagnol, is he the Albanian? Willy Sagnol's I think it is Willy Sagnol. I think the Georgia manager said we took all that criticism and said we shouldn't be here. And people are annoyed that we're here, and actually took it and put it on the pitch. And actually, Georgia,
I loved him.
Fantastic,
loved him. One of the teams of the tournament.
Yeah.
To get through to the
one of the best counter-attacking teams we saw. Really.
Oh, unbelievable! What's his name? Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah. He's been amazing.
Amazing. Also, the number 10 for him, Mitakadzu or something. Amazing. Number 6 for him. He plays for Levante. I don't even know his name. The keeper.
The Valencia keeper. There's lots of Prem teams.
Yeah, he'll have a big move, won't he? There's certain players that you look at in European tournaments that always tend to get a big move from the tournaments. And I think the goalkeeper will be one. I think the number 10 will be one. Number 6 from Levante wouldn't surprise me if he went to like a Championship club or a Premier League club. I really liked him. I
think another nation that's done really well, Turkey. They've been great to watch.
Yeah, I mean, Turkey have always had a...
But they were so bad in the World Cup.
They were, but they were meant to be like the surprise act. Everyone thought they would be, and obviously they were terrible. But... I'm not as surprised by them as I am like Georgia or Romania, for example. Romania have been superb. Austria have been unbelievable. Switzerland.
There is a part of me that would like to see Ralph Rangnick lift the Euros.
I kind of.
Imagine if we don't, Ronaldo.
If we don't, oh wow, yeah. If we don't win it, I would love it to be one of them nations. Like if Switzerland beat us,
anyone from our side of the draw,
or Austria, basically,
yeah.
Because obviously the other side of the draw is. I'm so glad we're not in it. You've got Germany versus Spain and Portugal versus France.
I don't think you can have a go at England on this occasion for getting the easiest side of the draw. But on the basis
because we've been terrible.
No. On the basis that we won the group.
Yeah.
I think in the last World Cup where we came second to Belgium,
we played for it, didn't we?
We played a little bit, and then we got the easy side of the draw. And I think that's a bit suspect. But we did our bit. We won the group, and that's the draw. That's
yeah.
So I don't think you can have. If we came second,
you're right.
I think you can kind of have a bit of a go and say
we
got lucky again.
You are right. If Denmark just pulled their finger out and scored against Serbia, we'd beat that side.
I know, yeah, but there's loads of if buts and maybes. My grandmother had wheels, should have been a bike.
Well, there you go.
As Mr. De Campo once said. And also, if Georgia hadn't beat Portugal. Georgia beat Portugal 2-0.
Yes.
That is what made us basically
It was.
We'd have been that side of the draw, but
we'd
we'd have
played
had Netherlands.
Exactly. So, and if we'd have played like that against Netherlands, we'd have got absolutely.
Well, Netherlands again.
Yeah, they're not great, are they? They're not.
I feel like Netherlands
been a few.
are opposite of us. They've got the back line, but they haven't got.
But
as
they've
much
conceded
going
loads of goals. They conceded 4 against Austria.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have got.
They
a
kept on getting
back
back in the game in that one, and they kept on throwing
I know,
it
yeah.
away.
So they have got a great back line name wise, but as we've seen this tournament, it's not all about
true.
names because, like you say, we've been terrible. Mbappe's not really done a lot. Ronaldo hasn't done a lot. Van Dijk's conceded however many goals.
Is it? Would it really affect your game to play in a mask?
I do think this. Yes, I would say yes.
Do you
If I had
think,
something on my face,
I still think
because you can see it in your profiterole vision.
I do profiterole vision. Sorry.
Peripheral, sorry. You can
cream.
see it in your. You can see it in your peripheral vision, and also if you head the ball, surely it. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
I
I
don't
was
think he's
asking
been
the
heading
question
it.
more so, really, like, does it? Will it? I suppose it will. I suppose you're so used to playing in a certain way, and then you put that on, and probably
I don't think it's affected him too much. I do think
he's been poor though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I-
also his turn of pace.
it's
Yeah, I know.
ridiculous.
And I tell you what, it's Doku. If
Yeah.
Doku had an end
Oh,
product,
yeah.
oh my word, he'd be.
He was
absolutely
he was
he'd be
dragging
one of
him
the
through
best.
that game, wasn't
I
he?
don't think his end product is that bad. I think he's quality players.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think he's unbelievable, but he just doesn't have like what Mbappe has, like that. The knack to score a goal or the knack to grab an assist. Like he can beat a player, but then the thing you worry about, and Man City
It's a
fans
bit
will
Dan
probably
James
attest,
for Leeds,
yeah,
isn't it? A little.
will probably attest to it, is that he doesn't get enough goals and assists for how good of a player he is. Because he's, like you say, he's absolutely. If he ran at me, I'd be absolutely cacking myself. I'd be
Mask
thinking,
or no mask?
Oh yeah, well, either
sorry,
or.
Doku,
Yeah,
sorry.
Doku,
Sorry,
well,
sorry,
even if
Doku,
Doku
yeah.
wore a blindfold. So yeah, that he's him and Mbappe. They're very similar sort of players, aren't they? It's that turn of pace. That turn of pace is frightening.
But you're right, Mbappe, then he just slows down, doesn't he, when he's making a decision and makes the right decision a lot of the time.
It's scary how good that man is. Who do you think has been the best player of the tournament so far?
Musiala.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think that's
Or
when-
Rodri. Musiala or Rodri.
When we went and watched Musiala, Germany-Scotland, Musiala was a joke. Yeah. He was. I know obviously Scotland were terrible that game, and I get that, but I was just thinking.
It's a shame Pepe made that mistake against Sesko last night.
Yeah.
Because I think
He's been really
Because he's
solid
had a good tournament.
Fantastic.
And also, though, you can kind of. You don't. They didn't win. They didn't go through. They didn't score it, so he kind of gets away with it a little bit. And also, the bloke's 41.
It was
crazy.
Like,
I do think it was poor management because you could see he was struggling.
well, then they brought him off after that, didn't they? Yeah. But
it was like,
but
right.
a bit too late.
yeah. But Musiala, like Rodri, he's a joke, isn't he, Rodri?
I
But
think,
yeah,
I think
Musiala.
I think it was 3 out of 4 man of the matches so far
Yeah.
he's had.
I mean, who else has sort of been standout?
Well,
for-
Kante's been good for France.
yeah,
They're talking about Tony Kroos, weren't they? Tony
Cruz,
has been
yeah,
kind of
the
pulling
guy
the
for
strings.
Georgia,
Yeah, I thought he
Kvaratskhelia,
was really
and then
good.
also the number 10. Wouldn't surprise me if he is in there for a shout as well, because like I say, he's been superb. I think he plays for Mets or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that in terms of standard, like you say, I think the lower teams have actually been more entertaining to watch than the better teams have.
Yeah.
And maybe that does happen quite a lot because it's very cagey, isn't it, with the bigger teams?
I think
'cause
being
there's
at
so
the
much
season
pressure
as well. With I
Yeah.
think you can see the bigger players look a bit leggy.
Yeah,
If
Harry
you're playing
Kane looks
European games,
dead
Harry
to his
Kane,
feet,
yeah,
doesn't he?
he does.
He's been awful. Who's been the worst player of the tournament then? There you go. Is there anyone that's been I mean, I'd say one of the English players. Honestly, I would.
Who's really stomped
we're
the
in the
gaff out?
quarterfinals. It's mental.
I mean, I know he scored the bicycle kick, but I think
Bellingham,
Bellingham's been
yeah.
our worst player.
I know.
I think you look at Foden and Saka. Okay, they've not done a lot, but they're there. They're the efforts there. They're trying to make things happen. You know what they're going to do each
Walker's
time.
not been great.
No, he's not been. We've not been conceding though. Have we not been
No,
conceding
we
that
haven't.
many.
We
To be
haven't, but
fair.
then you have to look at the teams we play as well, don't you?
If we're just moving slightly away from the Euros and going a
Go
bit
on.
more domestic, what is going on? I'm just kind of adding this in, really.
Go on.
What's going on with this PSR stuff, where you've got players who are going for 20 million and I've never heard of them and they've never made a
Kellyman.
first team appearance?
Oh, is this
and then
why
Minter,
you were talking about this
So
yesterday?
Minter for
Here we go.
Newcastle.
A girl I
That's all you
know,
can do.
sister used to go out with Kellyman, and I was talking to her yesterday about it because she's messaged me saying, this has happened. Kellyman's signed Chelsea, and I was like, yeah, but it's nothing to do with the fact that he's obviously he's a good player. He's got to be a good
just
player
money
to be a
laundering?
professional.
Is that where we're at?
They're basically, I think the idea is that it's something to do with if they're of English nationality and they've been come through an academy at an English
It's
team.
pure profit.
It's basically a way to dodge financial fair play. It's basically what it is. It's a way where like Matsson's gone to Villa for 37 million. Obviously, he's a good player.
That's
I
a
do
mistake
like
from
Maatsen,
Chelsea, I think.
But, yeah, I agree. But then Villa have sent a player the other way to Chelsea in Kellyman for 10 million. And the whole idea is it's almost you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, so that then they can then go and spend more money.
Well, this doesn't work
abroad.
No, this doesn't work then, does it? The whole thing doesn't work.
Like which is why financial fair play.
Brighton have signed a Newcastle winger for 30 million.
Yeah,
and he's never played a game for Newcastle.
Yeah.
I know he's played professional games on loan.
He was at PSV, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Is he the guy they signed from Australia?
No,
is that a different
that's
guy?
That's a younger guy.
But yeah. So that is literally all it is. It is basically it's a type of money laundering type thing, but it's just a way around of getting basically more money to spend elsewhere. It's basically what it is.
It's really poor.
Yeah, it's terrible,
really,
and
really
it needs
poor.
looking at. And obviously,
I don't think I can make a prediction now. I don't think we're going to be in this position next year.
No,
the PSR stuff's going to change.
Yeah, something will change.
It has to change. Archie Gray,
sad, but also a good move for him.
If Spurs fans, if you any Spurs fans watching, you have got a generational talent.
Yeah, he's super.
And I think you've got him 40 million. I think you've got him as a snip as well. He's going to be. I mean, he's 18, and I think he'll start for Spurs.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
Where do you think he plays?
I think I put him in centre midfield.
Would you?
I put him in centre mid, yeah.
Yeah, he's a joke, isn't he? And you mentioned that you reckon he'll be at Madrid in a few years.
I do. I think Spurs will not make a loss on that transfer.
I hope
we've
so.
inserted a sell-on.
And me too. And I also hope so for him, because he seems like he's a nice kid. Seems like he wants to do well. The Brentford one didn't make any sense, so I'm glad he's not there.
That one fell through.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's not gone there and he's gone to Spurs. And obviously we've got Rodon.
Joe Rodon back, I think is massive for us, and to get him permanently as well. We're looking at the team, looking at the. I don't want to harp on about Leeds United, but looking at the Leeds United squad. If we can somehow keep
Somerville
and Ruter and Nonto, if we keep all three. Then
I think the league's
I tell you what, you do a very good job if you do.
If we don't win it next year, then something
wrong. If we have a second season getting 90 points, I think.
I know, yeah, definitely. Going back to the Euros, who do you think is going to win it?
I think who's in the. Is Germany and Spain avoided each other?
No, they're playing each other.
Yeah, I know.
They're the two favourites.
So it's Germany, Spain, Portugal,
I think one of those
Portugal, France, then England, Switzerland, and then it's either going to be
Netherlands, Romania,
Austria or Turkey.
Yeah, I think the winner of Spain, Germany are going to win the whole tournament.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I
do.
Well, I said Germany from the start, but I think Spain have been the best performers.
I said France from the beginning, and I still probably think Joe. I think the final will be, and this is the. I was listening to TalkSport this morning. The lowest odds for the final is England, Spain. That's what they think the final will be.
Which is, I think,
makes sense. Yeah. Then it's England, France. So I think that is going to be the final. England, France.
England, France.
I think England, France will be the final. I think that.
You think France beat Spain?
I just think they've got. Too much experience. Spain are a very young squad. They're very, very good. Don't get me wrong, but I just think France tournament football players.
They didn't look great against Belgium.
They didn't, but
they didn't look great against Belgium.
And I agree, but I don't know. Sometimes you don't have to look great to win games.
No,
as we've shown.
I said in the live draw. I just said, I could see us. Imagine we got all the way and we won the whole thing, and we played like we did against Slovenia and Slovakia every game, and we just scraped it.
How would you feel?
Deflated.
Yeah.
You feel deflated after those games. Like we beat Slovakia. We beat Slovakia. Slovakia. In obviously an extra time, and I was just deflated. Yeah. I wasn't even relieved. Like sometimes, like your club team gets you get away with one, don't you? Sometimes.
I'm glad it was over.
And you feel, I'm glad it was over. Like imagine winning the whole tournament.
I know.
And just going, oh, that was rubbish.
But then also at the same, I know what you mean. But then also at the same time, if we win it, like you can't.
Do you want like just like football in general? Do you want like a Kevin Keegan style manager where not only are you winning, but you're winning 4-3? Because like there's times with like Ten Hag or with like Dyche where like no, I'm saying like the other way, the other side of the coin. Like Dyche and I was going to say Bale's like where you win a game and you win 1-0 and you go, I know we've won, we've got 3 points on the board, but I didn't enjoy that. Like is the ultimate like perfection just like Kevin Keegan? Rock and roll football.
I love that.
Just that, like winning games and winning games.
But then also
conceding and scoring and just.
I feel like for England now, it's been that long since we've won something. We need to win something.
I don't know. I would have said that before the tournament. I would have said, you know what? Whatever happens, I don't care about performance. I just want to see the trophy in our hands.
Yeah.
And actually, as the tournament's going on, I don't want to get to that final and see us lift it and go, oh, you can all piss off.
Yeah, Harry Kane lifting it, thinking he's been
Harry Kane lifting it and going, you don't deserve
then also at the same time, obviously, it'd be amazing if we won. So I completely agree to a certain extent. Yes, for like say when Bielsa, when we won the championship, that was the best of both worlds.
Best of both
wasn't
worlds.
it?
It was Kevin Keegan football, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It
And
was.
that is obviously as a football fan, that's what you want. You want your team to play attractive football,
and win
games. And some games are a bit cagey, and then you win last minute, and it's amazing. That is what you want as a football fan.
And then Jesse Marsh was losing games, but playing really well and having entertaining football.
Exactly. And but then we didn't like that. So it's.
Can I ask you a question then? Can you see these performances changing? Because I can't.
No, but I can see us winning it.
No, I can see us winning it. And I can see it scraping through. But can you see these performances changing?
No.
Can you see it suddenly clicking?
No.
Nothing will change. But I think now...
It would have clicked by now.
I also think now as well. I also think now that the teams are getting better, so it probably does suit us more.
I mean, it has... Yeah.
So I think that's why we don't change how we play. We still play how we've been playing, but we win by literally one goal every single game.
Yeah.
Or penalties, or extra time, or last minute winner, something like that.
This Switzerland game is going to be an interesting
test because they are make us or break us.
I'm not looking forward to it.
They are the best team we've faced so far in the tournament.
They're better than us. They are better than us.
But Scotland were by far the better side in that game.
Yeah,
I watched that game, and Scotland were really unlucky not to win that game.
Yeah.
So they're not world beaters, Switzerland.
They're not, but they looked good against Italy, didn't they? But Italy were poor.
I think there's been a notion here that Switzerland are better than they are. Because watching that Scotland, I mean, they were good against Germany, but watching that Scotland game, Scotland were really unlucky.
Yeah, I do. I do agree with you. I think that we're also taking into account how poor we've been, and also, I just think that Switzerland are so well drilled, and that they know what their sort of roles are. They know how to their tactics. They've got
everyone likes Shaqiri, don't they?
Yeah, and he'll come on and score a 45-yard volley. Yeah.
Just quickly on Xhaka, if the stars aligned and Switzerland do win the Euros, is Granit Xhaka who
he's Albanian.
But is he on for Ballon d'Or?
It would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
Oh, come off it!
If Switzerland win the Euros, is Granit Xhaka on for Ballon d'Or?
No, Vinicius Junior wins it.
Unbeaten,
doesn't matter.
And winning it.
If they won the Europa League, give him the trophy now. If they'd have beaten Atalanta,
I've never this thought hasn't even ever entered my head.
No, but it does make sense. Think of how Modric won it in 2018. It was because he made it to the World Cup final.
But are we really comparing Granit Xhaka to Luka Modric?
That's not fair on Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
It would.
I mean, listen, when you've just said that, it does make sense.
If he wins Euros, who
wins
Granit
Xhaka, Ballon d'Or.
Vinicius Junior. If they win the Copa America,
then
Vinicius Junior wins it. But if they don't, then listen, I'm not opposed to
I'll
Granit
tell
Xhaka
you
winning the
now.
Ballon d'Or.
I'll tell you now. On Wes Fodderingham's life, I want Granit Xhaka. I want Granit Xhaka in the top 3.
He's made a good move.
Our boy signed for West Ham, by the way.
Has Fodderingham gone to West Ham?
He has.
He never messaged me.
Another year in the Premier League.
Is he back?
He's back.
Wes,
He didn't let me know.
player of the season.
Oh yeah, he's back in the Premier League.
West Ham, I tell you what, they've got a good scouting network.
Yeah, they know they're doing.
They're buying last year's player of the year.
He's great move for him. Fingers crossed we get to see him.
Great move for West Ham.
He'll be a backup keeper,
I think he will be a backup.
That must be a PSR thing, sure.
Yeah, 100%.
100 grand going to Sheffield United.
100 grand.
Right, shall we move on to the quiz?
Yeah, let's do the quiz.
Right, I'm a bit worried now because Jack's a bit stronger this week because he hasn't got Ash.
I know, yeah. I'm actually buzzing.
Have we actually spoken about Ash yet?
No, we haven't. We said we would. Ash in here. Where is Ash, by the way? I don't actually know.
Ash is he just wants a week away.
Was he?
Yeah, he wants a week away. He went camping at the weekend.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to be away all last week. So this is internal company stuff. He was away last week. But because you guys were on the private jet, he's done Wednesday to Wednesday rather than Monday to Friday.
Right, I see.
He's pushed it back a little bit.
Well, we've got
He's a
Gareth
team
to
player.
replace him, haven't we?
We've got Big Gareth.
And his knowledge
so
is
if you want to
fantastic.
confer with him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Confer with Gareth. Would you rather Ash managing England?
I'd rather anyone manage England.
Yeah. I owe you an apology. You were right about Gareth Southgate. I was wrong. Jack and Ash.
Yeah, I'm not going to apologise because I'm too stubborn for that. But I'll
apologise on behalf of me.
Thank you.
He has been terrible. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, but then also we were judging it on previous games, so
nobody thought this was going to happen. Like with the team we had. Caden, what time is it?
It's quiz time, everybody.
Here we go.
We are back after a fairly big gap, but I'm excited to be back.
And me too. Man. I've hopefully attained some football knowledge in those 3 weeks, and I've also lost somebody. So
fingers crossed. This one is by Mike Evans. This quiz. Thank you
Thanks,
very
Mike.
much.
Thank you, Mike.
Do we do scores? Like, is it like partnerships? Yeah. What's the score? Sorry.
It's 5-0.
What, like
Oh,
so
that's
far?
it, sorry.
Yeah. It's 5-0. Yeah.
Sorry, that's
Yeah.
5-0.
I knew it's some kind of big score.
Yeah.
We've got a new structure. This is kind of the new structure that we're going to try and stick to. We've got 4 individual questions. Obviously, you'll be answering for Ash this week, Jack, because he's
Thank
not
God.
here.
I can answer for Ash if you want.
No, it's
No.
okay.
Instead.
It's okay. I think you need to give him a leg up. And then
Tina Turner.
and then we've got 4 buzzer questions as well.
Cool,
Thank you,
man.
Mike. Thank you, Mr.
Which
Evans. Thank you,
is
Mike, for doing
great.
the quiz.
So the first one is for Ash and.
Well, it'd be me then.
Jack,
Should have bought a bald
Gareth.
cap.
are you ready? You're gonna have
Yes.
to forgive me and correct me if I mispronounce any.
What did you say?
I think it was at Macedonia. Macedonia. I was more thinking players, but yeah, that was awful. Right, here we
I'm
go.
nervous. We haven't done this in a while.
No, yeah.
I could have lost some
What's the
brain
scores?
cells. To be fair, I've lived with Tom for 10 days
5-0.
in Germany, so
5-0.
brain cells could have gone.
Right, question 1.
Brilliant.
In Euro 96, Germany defeated Czech Republic in the final with the game decided by the first ever golden goal in a major tournament. Which ex-Premier League player assisted Oliver Bierhoff in winning that goal?
I'm going to go with Jurgen Klinsmann.
That is correct.
Get in.
Congratulations.
Get in. Good knowledge, Jackie D.
Did you know that, Bill?
Thank God
that would have been the
Thank
guess.
God he
I'd
said
have gone
Premier
for.
League, because otherwise I wouldn't have
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to ask Oliver Bierhoff. Yeah, I thought he actually scored it.
The next question
I
is
remember
for Bill.
watching that game. I was 10 years old watching that
Oh,
game.
really?
How old are you guys?
I was
swimming
3,
still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming.
God.
He had his arm bad.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Is this
The
question
next
for me?
one, the next one's for you, Bill. Which ex-Premier League goalkeeper has conceded the most goals in total at the European Championships?
Ever.
Ever, yeah.
Ever?
Which-
No, hold on.
Say it again.
Which
it must be
ex-Premier
Must
League
be, 'cause
goalkeeper
this
has
was before
conceded the
Euros.
most goals in total at the European Championships?
Must be ever.
I think it is ever, yeah.
Sorry, do I get to steal?
Do you know?
Yeah.
If we get it wrong.
You can't confirm.
I can't confirm. I'm just asking if he knows.
Um,
I
we
am
can
going
do
to
that.
go with. Oh, that's really
It's
hard.
tough, that.
I'd rather have Jurgen Klinsmann.
It's tough.
I'm going to go with David De Gea.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Chance to steal.
Tough.
I've gone with David De Gea because it just.
Spain concede many goals.
No, but I know.
Who
But
played-
I need players who are going to be playing more games.
Who would have been in the
Maybe
Who would have been in the
Dan Hale,
Euros
yeah,
for a
sorry.
long time?
no, I can't.
Who would have been in the Euros? A team that qualifies every single time. That don't do
You can
great.
see my thinking behind De Gea.
Yeah. Hugo Lloris.
No, are you ready for this?
No, hold
Petr
on.
Cech.
Oh, of course it would have been. That makes so much sense for what we just
but
said.
did Czech Republic get that far in
16
tournaments?
goals across the
but they were
tournaments,
never good, were they?
2004 to 2016.
That's a great
Played a
question.
long time. Great question.
Yeah.
Great
Didn't even
question.
think of the Czech Republic.
The next one is
Nothing
for
country.
Jack.
There's some viewers lost.
Oh,
Prague.
Oh,
I will not be watching this anymore.
where are they from?
From Prague.
Right, the next
I'd
one.
rather have Wes than Petter.
Yeah,
in
same,
any
yeah.
day of the week.
Jack, Paul Pogba conceded the earliest penalty in European Championships history after giving away a penalty in the first minute in a game in Euro 2016. But against which country?
Oh,
Oh, no idea.
no clue.
No idea.
Who did France play? Don't know who France played.
I've got a vague memory of this, but
I am going to say Switzerland.
Incorrect. Chance to steal.
Wouldn't have a clue.
This was the season that Wales made it to the semis, wasn't it?
yeah, we lost to Iceland.
Did they beat Belgium
They did.
and then lost to Portugal? So France were the other side of the draw.
So has that helped you?
We know it's none of them.
No,
Process of elimination.
Logic. He was getting somewhere.
Just
He was
another
going
sort of
somewhere.
18, 17 teams to go, mate.
And also, we don't know who qualified.
Yeah,
Who didn't
exactly.
qualify. So
They played
And this
Switzerland
also could have been in the group stage.
2020. I think Portugal might be our best bet.
okay, let's go with it.
You in Portugal?
Yes, please.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Who was
Chance to steal.
No, we can't.
No,
steal-
it was
we
my
can't go
question.
back and
My
forth.
question.
Oh,
How many
sorry.
steals do we
It's
do?
just been that long.
Can I steal
Oh,
from
it was
Tom?
your question. No, it was Republic of Ireland.
Oh,
Absolutely never would have got that.
I told you it's group of death.
Didn't even know they were in it.
Yeah, in the last 16, Robbie Brady, or is it Brad?
Yeah, Robbie Brady. Go on,
converted the penalty.
Go on,
before France
Robbie!
went on to win 2-1 to qualify for the quarterfinals.
I know what I'm doing
Got to
tonight.
the round of
I know what I'm doing
16.
tonight.
What?
Watching Ireland France highlights.
The next one is for Tom.
Hello.
At Euro 2020, Cristiano Ronaldo was joint top goal scorer, but who did he share the award with?
Go on, Tom.
Patrick Schick.
Yeah, well done.
Good knowledge.
That was insane. Well
Good
done.
answer.
I didn't expect that.
Thank you.
1-1.
1-1, and we are moving
Could
on
be
to the
another
buzzer
booking.
rounds.
Could be another booking.
Could I hear everybody's buzzers, please?
Is that it? We're on to buzzers.
We're on to buzzers.
One question each. It's 1-1 as well, isn't it?
1-1.
Best chance you've got here.
You've never been in a quiz so long up until this point.
I'd have got Ash's question right.
Yeah.
Right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm buzzing.
Again, I'll stop talking if you buzz early.
Yeah.
And you can steal, but you don't lose a point if.
How many buzzer questions
Thank
have
you,
we got?
Chris Tarrant.
4.
Oh.
No worries, mate.
Have we got a tiebreaker?
Chris Tarrant's outdated now. It's Clarkson, isn't it? Right. Which country has had the most attempts at qualifying for the European Championships without ever qualifying? I'll be honest, a lot of these are harder than your individual questions. Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Incorrect.
Northern Ireland with the Euro 2016.
Okay. So
Will Grigg.
Oh, yes, he was,
Yeah. Right, it's a nation that's been around for a while and been in a lot of things. So I'm looking at like a Luxembourg. Luxembourg obviously will always.
been in it.
You be serious? No, Luxembourg have never got. Luxembourg have got.
Well,
Luxembourg have
they
got a
went
smaller
out-
population that's in this room.
They went out in the semis this year, didn't they?
Luxembourg.
I could have sworn they did.
Luxembourg.
Yeah.
We're going Luxembourg.
Okay.
That is correct.
Get in there!
Yeah.
Correct.
60.
Yeah. What a shout! I've had one of the greatest answers I've ever given to any question.
What on earth? What do I even do with that?
unreal.
That is.
That is.
Believe it.
I just thought, like, who's a nation that's never ever going to qualify? I was not expecting you to turn and say that.
They've come close though.
Yes, they have. They've got a bakery.
I've got more here. It's 16 attempts. They lost in the semi-finals of the playoffs to Georgia, Malta,
you.
and Cyprus. Were joint second with 15 attempts.
It's great. I better play to both
There
of
you
you.
go.
He's some fantastic football knowledge. I can't even be angry at that.
Current score: Tom and Bill 2, Jack 1. Next question is: who is the only England
I'm done.
player?
Sorry, I'm done here. But
Who is the only England player to score an own goal at a European Championship? I have got a hint if needed for this, but obviously. Go on, Bill.
Matthew Upson.
No, that's
That
incorrect.
was World Cup, I think, because I was going to say Matthew Upson.
Just something with
I
brain.
know,
Something with
I
brain
know,
for
I know.
Upson there.
An own goal in the Euros. In the Euros, yeah?
Yeah, European Championship.
I mean, I've got Eric
Sorry,
Dyer
Tom.
in my head.
It's all right.
Yeah, he was.
I've
the
got-
other, yeah, he was, yeah.
I've got Trippier in my head for some reason. But I don't know if he did. It could be way before that, though, innit?
Oh, I think I know who it might be.
Yeah.
I was thinking him maybe. Is that same?
If Jack gets it wrong, I'll wait to hear your answer.
But they don't get a point for
But
that,
it doesn't
yeah,
count.
okay.
Yeah.
No, is it not? Have I just?
I don't know. You might have.
No, it might not be. No.
Go
on, let's go for
John Terry.
No, that's incorrect. Do you want to say who you think it is?
No,
Obviously, you won't.
I thought Walker.
No, it's not.
No.
It's Glenn Johnson.
Oh, Glenn
Tough
Johnson.
question.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
tough
there you go.
question. Is this the last question?
No, it's
So
two
two
more.
more. Two more.
Oh, and we're 2-1
With Luxembourg as the shout. I can't even be angry at losing to Luxembourg.
No.
No, that's just a scream in the top corner.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Which ex-Premier League player played in a Euro 2016 group game against his brother, making them the first brothers to ever play against each other in European Championship history?
Oh.
You were covering it. It was
Granit
you, Jack.
Xhaka.
Yeah.
Get in! Come on, Dirk!
That's the name I was thinking.
Back in it, baby! His brother plays for Albania, doesn't he?
Yeah. Granit
Get
Xhaka,
in.
Granit Xhaka for Switzerland
thinking it as
against
well.
his brother
Plays
who
for
played for
Albania.
Albania.
Come on, Dirk!
Well
Shout,
done.
straight shout.
If you,
Oh my word, I'm in it!
oh my god!
Ash, I can do it! Come on, please! If there's a God! If there's a God!
Oh, that's so frustrating.
I was on Boateng.
I was thinking
Jack
of,
was the name I was thinking for if you got it wrong.
I thought of Lars and Sven Bender as well, but then one, they didn't play in the Premier League, and two, they're both German. So the only people I thought of was, and Kevin Prince Boateng's Ghanaian, isn't he? So.
Yeah, but they have played against each other, I think. Have they
Probably
the World Cup?
Probably not in the Euro.
Yeah. Oh, God,
Maybe not in the Euro.
Buzzing with that. Come on.
Right.
So is this it? Is this last question?
Yeah,
Oh my
2
God.
all.
I feel sick. I feel physically sick.
2 all to play for. You ready?
Oh, give us it.
Come on.
Which English defender was selected for the England squad for 4 World Cups but was never picked for his country for a European Championship?
I mean, it's going to be some bang average defender. Isn't
No, I think the opposite.
it? Injuries, maybe.
Yeah, but then why would you not get picked for the Euros?
Injuries.
Oh, he's doing
I've got
it.
a name in
Come on,
my
come on,
head.
come
Oh,
on,
Christ,
come on,
he's doing
come
it.
Rio Ferdinand.
Oh, that's correct. The studio's going to pot.
Can't believe it.
That's what the quiz is about. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's what the quiz should be every
Yeah,
week.
that
where
was a
it's
lot
tight,
better.
Where
Yeah.
it's there's a bit
Well,
to
the
play
smaller
for.
questions. Something came.
I was
going to
say Gary Neville.
Something came to me there where I think it was in his document. Something about like when you said
I've never
injuries.
heard that.
When you said injuries, for someone for 4 World Cups, it has to be someone at top.
Yeah,
top to
yeah.
get 4 World Cups on there.
That is 6-0 to Bill and Tom.
I'm actually
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
too
'cause
angry.
that
at
was
losing
really good.
because I put a fight up, and then
That was a
you
good effort.
You've absolutely stanched Luxembourg.
But let's be honest. Like,
And then
like,
you've Penenke'd Rio Ferdinand.
I've gone just guesses on those
Yeah,
two,
but
and I can't believe I was not expecting to say correct on either one of those two at all.
When you said Ferdinand, I turned and looked. I thought he's got this right because Caden just went correct. So I thought. But that's what the quiz is about. That was good.
That was a great
Ash,
quiz, Mike.
That's
Great
what we
quiz,
need to
Mike.
do, mate. Yeah, Mike,
Great,
well
great
done
quiz.
to you. What we're moving on to now to round off, we've got some letters and a giveaway. Or the giveaway winner, sorry. But we've got some letters that have come in on the back of your things. They're a bit small. I printed them off. I printed them off quite small.
Doing an eye test.
So I'll go with mine. I'll go with mine first. It's from Liam Sumner. That one we can sort of say who anyone. It doesn't just have to be the name mentioned.
Yep.
But Liam Sumner first of all said, "Hi guys, quality pod once again. As a football shirt fanatic myself, and with the Euros just about here, I want to know which of this year's Euro shirts you'd pick up, excluding England."
Germany's.
Good question. Would you?
Yeah, it's mint. That one.
Germany though.
No, but
I really like
It's
the
mint.
French shirt.
Yeah.
I think the French shirt.
French away shirt, the white one. I love that. Or the home one is lovely too.
Germany's nice.
Yeah, but
I
it's
really
Germany.
like
you can't
Germany's.
pick up a Germany shirt. You're mental.
of course you can.
Obviously, some of these questions are a little bit old because we have had a bit of a while between last podcast, so some of them are a little bit out of date. So this question is, with COVID lockdown approaching, how do you think the Premier League clubs are going to deal with playing behind closed doors?
At least well happy with that.
I thought I'm going to grab this. I've got the chance here. Thought I delivered that quite well as well.
Bill is on the high of his life right now, right? I'm not even joking. Bill, for the rest of the day, Bill is going to be on the best mood you've ever
I'm
seen.
going
He's
home.
got
I'm just gonna go
Luxembourg, Rio Ferdinand. He's delivering Comedy Central left, right, and centre.
I'm so glad this is all on camera.
Honestly, brilliant.
Can we edit a highlights reel?
What does the actual question say, Bill?
Oh, I've got old eyes.
This question is from Eberick. And he says, interesting squad with the omissions announced today for the 26th.
See, I told you
Obviously, it's
about
quite a
it.
few weeks ago. Do you think Branthwaite should have been taken with there being no Maguire?
And also, just to touch on that, I was going to say, who would we have taken into the
Yeah.
squad? Obviously, now we're into the tournament. We're in the quarterfinals. Who's a player we would have
I
took?
said this at the start.
Mitchell. Is that what you're going to say? I'd have took a left back.
I was going to say it's crying out for a Marcus Rashford,
Nah,
but
it's
I would have also
It's not, he
taken
wouldn't
Mitchell.
have played. Rashford wouldn't have played, so it'd been a waste.
No,
we need. He wouldn't have played.
In that game against Slovakia, you
let's not.
you bring on Rashford in the 70th
Big
minute.
Dan Burn.
Okay.
I mean, he's versatile.
Branthwaite needed to go for me.
No,
as well.
I'd have took a left back. I think Mitchell
I'd
was
have
probably
taken a left
the
back.
best one.
Yeah, but I
Because
feel
also we got left
I
back.
think there's a couple of players that you didn't have to take there, like Bowen.
Yeah,
Bowen.
I agree. But also, if Bowen's not playing, why would Rashford play? Rashford wouldn't have played. Just been sat on the bench.
The wingers have been a strange one really because that's the only position where we've got a plethora of talent and they're all kind of a good standard, and they just haven't been given chances. None of them have. I get Ferdinand and Saka a level above them, but Gordon. I mean, Gordon.
I know. I
looks
feel
amazing.
tight on Gordon and his chin.
Are we doing the giveaway?
Yeah, let's do the giveaway winner. It was for a Cafu shirt. So we've got a. Do we need a second camera angle?
I think so, but can you use yours because my phone's acting up?
I can see mine if you want.
Absolute
Thank
rookie.
you. We're also only on 6% on the battery.
Okay, right.
So
Well,
that's
we're
right.
wrapping up.
So
We're
that's
wrapping
Right,
up.
we're
We're
wrapping
wrapping up.
into,
We're
like,
wrapping up.
like all like who we would take.
Yeah, me too. Me
Because
too.
We're near the end here. We're kind of
Right, I'm filming. Let's do the winner.
Oh, sorry.
I've written all these down as well. Two camera angles. The winner of the Cafu shirt is Simon Penfold. Simon
Hey.
Penfold. Well done to you.
Well done,
Simon.
Simon.
I think Simon had a previous win.
Did he?
Yeah,
Well, listen,
It's
that's what happens.
always worth commenting.
Exactly,
and
that's what happens if you
taking part.
comment. You're in with a chance.
Yep.
So, well done to you, Simon. I think that wraps it up, really, doesn't it?
If you've got any questions, as always,
Yes.
email caden@footballprizes.co.uk, CADEN@footballprizes.uk, or you can go on the Football Prizes website and go to contact us as well.
Or comment on the YouTube video. That's
Or
another way of
well, that
doing
might
it,
be,
yeah.
but that might be the better way of doing
Well,
it.
listen, but all three. We'd love to give you
Multifaceted.
options. Yeah, exactly.
We should not have any more breaks really now up until the start of the new season.
Yeah.
I'm excited to kind of keep going. We'll be back next week. Ash should be here as well.
Yes.
Big thanks Tom, big thanks Jack, big
No
thanks
worries.
Caden.
Can I just say that was probably one of my favourite episodes?
I really enjoyed that.
I'm not
Sorry,
sure if
Ash.
it was just a quiz.
Well,
But-
what's the common denominator?
I know, yeah, well, there's no bald man here. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. That's
Really,
a lovely
really
way to
enjoyed it.
round up. See you all next time. It's always a pleasure, never a chore. When you leave, close the door. Take care, people.
Bye.
Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.